Good evening, everyone. Good evening, mga kaguro. Welcome to Gurong Pinoy International Review. For tonight, we will be having our civil service examination review, particularly two topics. We have part one, the Philippine Constitution, Peace and Human Rights Concepts, the RA 6713, also known as the Code of Conduct for Public Officials and Employees, and Environmental Protection and Conservation. For our part two, we have the clerical reasoning for those who will be taking the sub-prof level CSE. Okay, so once again, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Good evening, Ma'am Maria Cristiani Lopez from May Kawayan City, Bulacan. Good evening, ma'am. Okay, so for those na hindi pa po member ng ating review group, mag-message lamang po dito sa Gurong Pinoy for you to access our full-length video discussions and at the same time, our exclusive files. You can also show your support on us by sending stars on this live. And of course, please share this live. At the same time, you may also react and mention your friends, tag them for those who has also planned to take the CSE this upcoming August. Okay, so again, good evening. Pinoy. I am a licensed professional teacher with a LET rating of 90.60. I got 91 on my Prof Ed and 90 on my general education. Okay, so good evening, Ma'am Marivic Maluyan. Okay, so before we start on our discussion proper, let us have our opening prayer. Samahan po ako ninyo, mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. Okay, so once again, good evening mga kaguro. Okay, so again, uulitin po natin, tonight's discussion is for civil service examination, basically on the two topics. We have the Philippine Constitution, including human rights and peace concepts, the RE 6713, and at the same time, the environmental protection and conservation. And for the sub-prof takers, clerical reasoning. Again, the part one here is for both prof and sub-prof. Okay? So, good evening, Ma'am Hedaya Kamal, who is watching from Marawi. Good evening, ma'am. Okay, so shall we proceed? Okay, our part one, as I said, is about Philippine Constitution, peace and human rights concepts. Also included din ang ating RE 6713, also known as the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, and of course, Environmental Protection and Conservation. Handa na ba tayo, mga kaguro? Okay, sige. Magsisimula na tayo sa ating first part. Okay, direction. Read each question carefully and choose the best answer from the given options. On your answer sheet, shade the circle that corresponds to your answer. Okay, so start. Okay, mag-start tayo sa item 121. Okay, 121. This is from item 121 up to 140 for both the prof and sub-prof level. Yung 141 natin up to 170, it will be clerical reasoning for sub-prof level takers. Okay? So let us start with item number 121. The state recognizes the blank as the foundation of the nation. Accordingly, it shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. Okay, ano ang kulang na salita sa statement na ito? Is it number one, Filipino family? Number two, president? Number three, barangay? Or number four, society? Okay, you may comment your answers by commenting your item number dot your the item or the number of your choice. Okay, I can see number one. Okay, meron na ditong sumasagot ng number one. Okay, before that, in order for us to answer this, let us first have this summary of our 1987 Philippine Constitution. Okay, mind you, meron po tayong preamble and then we have a total of 18 articles under sa 1987 Philippine Constitution. Okay, we have here a summary for our members sa ating exclusive group for review for CSE. This slide, this PDF will be uploaded right after this live sa ating exclusive group. So this slide right here is a hyperlink. Okay, once you click this, every article lalabas yung mga content. So for us to review all of this, dahil hindi po natin ito matatackle in just one discussion, dahil sobrang wide po ng scope ng ating constitution. Okay, so doon lamang po tayo mag-focus sa mga lumabas sa ating diagnostic test. Pero kung meron po kayong free time, i-download nyo lang po ito sa ating exclusive group. Click a specific article and then you may now read the entire content ng bawat article. Okay, I can see also those who are answering number 2. Okay, meron din dito number 4. Okay, let's see. So for the summary of our 1987 Philippine Constitution, first we have the preamble. Article 1 is for national territory. Article 2 is for Declaration of Principles and State Policies. Article 3 is for Bill of Rights. Article 4 is for citizenship. Article 5 is for suffrage. Article 6 is for Legislative Department. Article 7 is for Executive Department. Article 8 is for Judicial Department. Article 9 is for Constitutional Commissions. Article 10 is for local government. Article 11 is for accountability of public officers. Article 12 is for national economy and patrimony. Article 13 is for social justice and human rights. Article 14 is for education, science and technology, arts, culture, and sports. Article 15 is for the family. Article 16 is for general provisions. Article 17 is for amendments or revisions. And Article 18 is for transitory provisions. Again, hindi na po natin iisa-isahin ang bawat article. Okay? Dahil mauubos po yung oras natin. So that's why, okay, ang sabi ko nga, pwede niyo po itong i-download afterwards sa ating exclusive group. Okay? So for us to answer the item number 121, okay, again, ulitin natin ang tanong, the state recognizes the blank. Okay, ano ba ang kino-consider ng ating bansa o ng ating state bilang pundasyon ng ating bansa? Okay, ano ba ito? Accordingly, it shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. Meaning to say, dito nakasalalay ang pag-unlad, ang pagkakaroon ng development sa ating bansa. Kanino? Okay? Is it number 1, Filipino family? Number 2, president? Number 3, barangay? Or number 4, society? Okay. I can still see society, Filipino family. Okay? So, nag-aagaw ang mga sagot ng ating mga kaguro. Okay? But actually, according to Article 15, which is the family, according to Section 1 sa Article 15, ng ating Constitution, the state recognizes the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. Okay? Nakasalalay sa pamilyang Pilipino ang pag-unlad ng ating bansa. Okay? It shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. Sa Section 2, nakasaad naman na marriage as an inviolable social institution is the foundation. Okay, ito naman yung pundasyon ng pamilya and shall be protected by the state. Okay, malinaw na malinaw ang sagot sa ating first item for tonight is no other than the Filipino family. Okay, very good. Ma'am Jezreel Marco, very good. Tama po ang sagot ninyo, the Filipino family. Again, ulitin natin, ang foundation ng nation natin is ang Filipino family according sa Article 15 ng 1987 Philippine Constitution. I hope malinaw po. Okay, now let's proceed. Okay. For item number 122, the Supreme Court shall be composed of a Chief Justice and how many Associate Justices? Again, ang Korte Suprema daw ay dapat kinabibilangan ng isang punong magistrado at ilang Associate Justices. Ilan kaya? Is it number 1, 12? Choice number 2, 13, number 3, 14, and number 4, 15. Alin kaya dito? Ilan nga ba ang associate justices na meron ang Korte Suprema? Okay, I can see 12. I can also see 14. And meron ding nagko-comment ng 15. Okay, so let's see kung kaninong sagot ang tama. Okay, pursuant to the provisions of the 1987 Constitution, the Supreme Court is composed of a Chief Justice, isang punong magistrado, and 14 Associate Justices. Again, isang punong magistrado at 14 na Associate Justices, okay, who serve until the age of 70. Okay? Ulitin natin. Ang Korte Suprema ay binubuo ng isang punong magistrado at 14 or 14 na Associate Justices na maglilingkod hanggang sa edad na 70 or 70. Okay? So our answer for item 122, of course, is no other than number 3. 14 po. Okay? 14 ang tamang sagot. Very good, Ma'am Angelica Aringo. Very good. Okay, 14 ang ating sagot. Okay? Now, let's proceed to item number 123. Okay, by the way, if masyado po ako mabilis, please let me know po para ma-adjust ko po yung aking speed. Okay? Okay, number 123, the Congress by a vote of blank, okay, ilang boto ba ang kailangan sa parehong houses? Okay, in joint session assembled, voting separately shall have the sole power to declare a state of war. Okay, ilan ba? Okay, ilan? Okay. So, alam naman natin na ang pag-declare ng state of war ay isa sa mga power ng ating legislative branch, particularly ng ating Congress. So, ilan ang how many, fraction ng vote, number ng boto, okay, sa dalawang houses para mag-declare tayo ng state of war. Is it number 1, 2/3, number 2, 1/2, number 3, 3/4, or number 4, minority? Okay, I can see 2/3. Meron din ako nakikitang 3/4. Okay, but majority, I can see 2/3. Okay, to explain this further, according to Article 6, okay, also known as the Legislative Department, ang sakop po ng Article 6 is all about our Legislative Department. Okay, pag sinabi nating Legislative Department, it is one of our 3 branches of government who is the lawmaking body. Sila po yung gumagawa ng batas. Okay? So, sa Section 23 ng ating Article 6, nakasaad dito na ang Kongreso, okay, by a vote of two-thirds, okay, two-thirds of both houses in joint session assembled, voting separately, shall have the sole power to declare the existence of a state of war. Okay, so meaning to say, if one-third lang yung vote na nag-yes, okay, hindi po yan mako-consider. Okay, two-thirds po ang tamang sagot for item 123. I hope malinaw. Ang ating sagot sa item 123 is number 1, two-thirds. Okay, very good. Ma'am Efrelyn Malayon Dayaludin. Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed to item 124. What tax is paid by individuals who acquired compensation income? Again, ano daw uri ng buwis ang binabayaran ng mga tao, ng mga individual na nagkakaroon ng compensation income? Okay, so we have here 4 types of taxes sa ating choices. Number 1, is it value-added tax? Number 2, excise tax. Number 3, income tax. Or number 4, real estate tax. Okay, I can see 3, income tax. Meron din ditong sagot na number 1, value-added tax. Okay, so let's see. For us to answer this item, let us first differentiate, okay, ang 4 na buwis sa ating choices. Ano ba ang pagkakaiba ng 4 na ito? First, we have the value-added tax. Pag sinabi natin VAT or value-added tax, ito po yung buwis na ipinapataw sa mga items, sa mga goods, sa mga properties, okay, sa Pilipinas, and also sa mga ini-import na mga goods sa loob ng bansa. So, VAT po yung tawag doon, value-added tax. Pag sinabi naman nating excise tax, ito naman yung buwis, okay, na pinapataw sa production, sa sale, sa konsumo, okay, at sa commodity sa loob lang ng bansa. Okay, sa loob ng bansa, sa mga produkto, doon natin pinapataw yung excise tax. Pag sinabi naman nating income tax, ito yung buwis na binabayaran ng mga individual na merong generating income sa loob man o sa labas ng ating bansa. Ito yung tinatawag nating income tax. And of course, we have here real estate tax, okay, also known as the RPT or the real property tax. Okay, ang isa pang katawagan sa real estate tax is ang real property tax. Ito yung binabayaran taon-taon, okay, para sa mga ari-arian. Okay, ito naman ay para sa mga ari-arian ng ating mga mamamayan. Okay, so meron na tayong idea sa mga definition ng buwis sa ating choices. So of course, our answer for item 124 from the word itself, income, okay, from the word itself, income, meaning to say, may clue na po tayo. Okay, our answer is, okay, number 3, income tax. Okay, income tax ang ating sagot. Okay, very good. Okay, madami ang nakuha ng tamang sagot sa item 124. Now, let's proceed to the next item. Okay, what form of government does the Philippines adopt? Again, what form of government does the Philippines adopt? Ano bang uri ng pamahalaan meron ang Pilipinas? Is it number 1, Republican, number 2, Democratic, number 3, neither A nor B, number 4, both A and B? Okay, I can see number 1. I can also see number 4. Meron ding number 2. Okay, nag-aagaw ang sagot, hindi nagkakasundo. Okay, may iba-iba tayong sagot for item number 125. Okay, for us to answer this item, okay, alamin muna natin kung ang ibig sabihin ng Republican at ng Democratic. Okay, pag sinabi nating Republican, okay, tandaan po natin almost synonymous lang po ang dalawang salitang ito o dalawang pamahalaan, uri ng pamahalaan ito. Dahil pag sinabi nating Democratic, Okay, ito ay uri ng pamahalaan kung saan ang kapangyarihan ay nasa tao. Sa pamamagitan ng pagpili, sila ang may kapangyarihan na pumili ng kanilang magiging leader. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating Republican, ito ay uri rin ng pamahalaan kung saan ang authority nanggagaling din sa tao. So kung iintindihin natin, halos same lang din naman ang Republican and Democratic. So of course, our answer for item 125, walang iba kundi ang number 4. Okay, bakit? Dahil nakasaad sa Section 1 ng Article 2 ng ating Constitution under Declaration of Principles and State Policies, nakasaad po rito na ang Pilipinas ay isang democratic and republican state. Okay? Malinaw na malinaw, democratic and republican state. Sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. Okay, I hope malinaw na ang sagot sa ating item number 125 is number 4. Okay, very good. Okay, ang gagaling. Okay, very good. Next, let's proceed to item 126. All of the following is true except. Ulitin natin. All of the following is true except. Okay, meaning to say, lahat ay totoo maliban sa. Okay, so ang hanapin natin is ang mali, hindi yung tama. So pag may nakita tayong tamang statement, eliminate natin. Yung matitira is yung mali, except, maliban sa. Okay, is it number 1? No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Tama ba to o mali? Okay, ibig sabihin, wala daw tao na pwedeng pikutin o pilitin na maging witness laban sa kanyang sarili. Okay, no person. Okay, so this statement here is tama. So meaning to say, eliminate na po natin ang option na ito. Okay, since ang hinahanap natin is yung mali. Okay, how about number 2? No person shall be imprisoned for non-payment of debt or poll tax. Pwede ba tayong makulong sa hindi pagbabayad ng utang? Okay, of course not. Hindi po tayo pwedeng makulong nang dahil lang hindi ka nakabayad ng utang. Okay, so no person shall be imprisoned. Okay, walang tao na pwedeng makulong nang dahil lang sa utang. Okay, so this statement also is correct. How about ang choice number 3? No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall not be enacted. Again, ano yung tinatawag nating ex post facto law? Okay, ano ito? Pag sinabi po nating ex post facto law, ito yung proseso o ito yung punishment. Nag-punish po tayo ng isang tao na nag-commit na isang bagay na bawal sa ngayon, pero nung time na ginawa niya ang isang bagay na yon ay hindi pa bawal. Okay? Again, nag-commit siya ng something wrong sa time na yon, pero nung time na ginawa niya yon ay hindi pa pinagbabawal. Okay, so that is ex post facto law. Okay, so meaning to say, this is wrong. Why? Dahil sa double negative no and not. Okay, double negative siya. Okay, how about number 4? No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. Actually, this statement is right. Why? Okay, walang tao na pwedeng makulong nang dahil sa kanyang political na paniniwala. Okay, dahil nga meron tayong kalayaan, meron tayong freedom na ipahayag ang ating sarili. So, tama po yung statement number 4. So, mali po is our item number 3 or ang ating choice number 3 because according to Article 3, okay, which is the Bill of Rights, Section 22, specifically states that no ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted. Okay, bakit naging mali yung choice number 3 natin? Because of not. Okay, shall be enacted. Yung nandito sa option natin is shall not be enacted. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Sir Marquias Reyes. Okay, ang galing ni Sir. Okay, so malinaw ang ating sagot sa item number 126 is of course choice number 3. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall not be enacted. Okay? So, now let's proceed to number 127. Article 6, Section 17 requires a public officer or employee to, upon assumption of office and as often thereafter may be required by law, submit a declaration under oath of each of the following except. Okay, meron na tayo ulit ditong keyword, except. Okay? Meaning to say, lahat sa options natin ay yung mga isinusumite ng ating mga public officer or ng ating public employee. Alin daw yung hindi kabilang? Is it number 1, relatives in the government? Number 2, liabilities? Number 3, assets? Or number 4, net worth? Okay, I can see, very good ulit sa sir. Okay, this is SALN. Okay, very good. So we have a majority, okay, relatives in the government. Okay, bakit? Dahil ang tinutukoy po dito is yung SALN. Ano ba yung SALN? Ibig sabihin, this is a statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth. Pag sinabi po natin assets, ito yung mga investments, kagaya ng lupa, ng sasakyan. Pag sinabi naman natin liabilities, ito po yung mga loans, yung mga utang. Okay? So, including po yung SALN or yung assets ng iyong, for example, ng spouse and his or her unmarried children na under 18 years old na nakatira pa rin under their parents' households. So, meaning to say, ang hindi po rito kailangan isumite or hindi required na isubmit is ang relatives in government. Wala pong tayong sinusumite na gano'n. Okay? So, our answer here is of course, number 1. Okay? Ang galing. Okay? So, number 1 ang sagot ng karamihan. Very good. So, again, our answer for item 127 is number 1. Malinaw? Okay, next. Number 128. Okay, the national territory of the Republic of the Philippines includes each of the following. Okay, in territorial island, except. Okay. Meron na naman tayong keyword, except po ang hinahanap natin. So, mga sumusunod po ay kabilang sa teritoryo ng Pilipinas. Alin daw yung hindi? Okay, yung nakastate sa ating constitution, alin daw yung hindi? Is it number 1, the seabed? Number 2, the insular shelf. Number 3, the overseas domains. Number 4, the subsoil. Which one is it? Okay, so I can see number 3. Okay. I guess nakita niyo rin yung keyword natin. Bakit yun yung sagot niyo? Okay. So before that, the national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago, with all the islands and waters embraced therein, and all other territories over which the Philippines has sovereignty or jurisdiction, consisting of its terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains. Okay, listen. Including its territorial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and other submarine areas. Again, including the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and other submarine areas. Okay, what about the overseas domains? Okay, from the word na overseas, ang ibig sabihin ng salitang overseas is something foreign, di ba? Okay, nasa labas na siya ng bansa. So, meaning to say, kahit hindi, wala ka pang idea sa nakapaloob sa ating Constitution, as long as nabasa mo ito, naintindihan mo yung salita, at yung nakita mo yung keyword na overseas, maaaring makuha mo pa rin po yung ating tamang sagot. Okay, very good. Our answer for item 128 is of course number 3. Okay, the overseas domains. Hindi po yan kabilang sa ating national territory. Okay, very good. Okay, walang mali. Halos lahat tama. Very good. Number 3 is our correct answer for item 128. Now let's proceed. 129. In Section 2 of the Declaration of Principles, the Philippines renounces blank as an instrument of national policy. Again, in Section 2 of the Declaration of Principles, the Philippines renounces blank as an instrument of national policy. Alin kaya? Is it number 1, communism? Number 2, war? Number 3, extraterritorial policy? Or number 4, lawless? Okay. I can see number 2 and number 3. Okay, alin kaya yung tama? 2 and 3 ang karamihang sagot sa ating comment section. Okay, again, kindly comment po by commenting your item number the number of your choice para alam po natin kung aling item anong item ba yung sinasagutan niyo po. Okay. Okay, meron ako nakikita ang number 4. Meron din number 2, may number 3. Okay, pero wala akong nakita this time na number 1. Alin kaya? Okay, so let's see. Okay, according to Article 2, okay, or the Declaration of Principles and State Policies, sa Section 2 ng ating Article 2, the Philippines renounces war, okay, as an instrument of national policy, adopts the generally accepted principles of international law as a part of the law of the land, and adheres to the policy of peace, equality, justice, freedom, cooperation, and amity with all nations. Okay, so malinaw na malinaw po, ang Pilipinas po ay nag-renounce ng war. Okay, bilang simbolo ng national policy. Okay, meron tayong national policy. So our answer here for item 129 is of course war, number 2. Okay, marami pa rin akong kikitang tama. So far, very good. Okay, our answer is choice or option number 2, war. The Philippines renounces war as an instrument of national policy. Very good. Okay, now let's proceed to item 130. Okay, for item 130, the following are duties and responsibilities of public officials and employees except. Meron na naman tayo dito, except. Hanapin natin ulit yung mali. Okay? So again, the following are duties and responsibilities of public officials and employees except what? Is that number 1, act promptly on letters, inquiries, calls, or any other form of communication sent by the public. Number 2, submit performance reports of the agency or office regularly. Number 3, accept gifts from the public upon prioritizing their queries. Or number 4, process documents and papers expeditiously. Okay, pag sinabi po natin expeditiously, it means with speed or with efficiency. So again, hanapin po natin yung mali. Okay, yung hindi kabila. So except. Okay, I can see number 3. Okay, bribery daw. Number 3, bribery. Okay, most of our kaguro, okay, nagko-comment sila ng number 3. 3 daw yung kanilang sagot. Okay, for us to answer that, we have here the duties of public officials and employees. Ano bang mga responsibilities or duties ng ating public officials and employees? Since we are all, yung mga magte-take po ng ating civil service are our aspiring public servants, okay, dapat po alam natin kung ano ang ating mga duties. Okay? So number 1, isa sa mga duties natin bilang public employees or public officials, dapat mag-act kayo promptly. Okay? Agad-agad. Okay? Walang paligoy-ligoy. Okay? So, act promptly on letters and requests. So, dapat within 15 working days from receiving a response to a letter, dapat tapos na po or na-issue na po sa concern, sa individual concern or sa public na nag-request ng certain letters, okay? Or request. Number 2, submit annual performance reports. Okay, so meaning to say, dapat taon-taon, meron tayong isinusumite na performance report. That is 45 working days after New Year. Every government office or companies must submit their performance report. So required po ito ang pagsumite ng performance report. Number 3, process documents and papers expeditiously. Okay, so meaning to say, hindi po dapat natin pinapadelay yung mga papers or yung mga documents or requests ng public. Dapat we act expeditiously or with speed or with efficiency. Number 4, act immediately on the public's personal transaction. Okay? Public officials and employees must attend to anyone who wants to avail his services. Dapat hindi po tayo namimili kung sino lang yung ating bibigyan or pagbibigyan ng request nila o ng kanilang mga request sa ating offices. Wala po tayong pinipili. Okay, hindi porket mayaman, unahin. Okay, hindi po dapat ganun. Dapat pantay-pantay lang po. Okay? And the number 5, make documents accessible to the public. All public documents must be made accessible to public. Okay? Dahil karapatan din po ng ating mamamayan na malaman yung mga public documents or yung mga informations na dapat nilang malaman regarding sa ating office or sa ating municipality. Okay? And then, of course, we have here 5 duties of public officials and employees. To sum up, ang layunin po ng ating mga public officials and employees is to attend to the needs of our of public. Okay? So, meaning to say, our answer for item 130 is, okay, very good. Sabi ni Ma'am Thelmar Benico de la Cruz, only in the Philippines. Yung alin po, Ma'am? Only in the Philippines ang alin. Okay. So, of course, our answer here is number 3. Bakit? Okay, bribery po ito. Hindi po ito pwede. Okay, na tumanggap tayo ng gift, tumanggap tayo ng any amount sa isang sa mga public or sa tao para unahin ang kanilang request or kanilang pangangailangan. Okay? So, meaning, sa ating pagiging public servant, dapat po, wala po tayong pinipili, wala po tayong kinipilingan. Okay? So, dapat pantay-pantay po ang ating pag-grant sa request ng public. Okay, so I hope malinaw. Our answer for item 130 is option number 3. Okay, hindi po pwede ha. Huwag po tayong tumanggap, okay, para unahin lang ang kanilang request. Okay, so let's proceed to item number 131. Okay, bribery. Number 131, it is a law in the Philippines that aims to address legal issues concerning online interactions and harmful internet behavior in the Philippines. It aims to prevent and punish cybercrime in the country. Anong batas ito? Okay, anong batas na naglalayon na magkaroon ng kasagutan ang mga issue na may kinalaman sa internet, sa online, sa computer? Okay, so anong batas ito? Is it number 1, cyber squatting? Number 2, Cybercrime Act. Number 3, Cybercrime Prevention Act. Number 4, Cyber Identity Theft Act. Alin kaya? Okay, so I can see number 3 is number 4. Okay, bilis ah. Okay, number 3, ang karamihang sagot ng ating mga kaguro. Okay, number 3 talaga. Okay, Okay, let's see. Okay, yung Cybercrime Prevention Act, naglalayon po ito na bigyang kasagutan, okay? Bigyang linaw, bigyang kasagutan ang mga issues in a legal way na may kinalaman po sa online interactions and sa internet dito sa loob ng bansa. Okay, ang batas po ito ay nilalabag kung ang computer or hindi po natin ginamit ng maayos ang ating computer o yung ating internet. So meron po tayong mga kaso ng cybercrime, specifically yung mga naninirang puri sa Facebook, sa Twitter, sa ganun po. Okay? And that is now punishable by law. Okay? Ang batas po na nagpaparusa o nagbibigay ng kaparusahan sa mga taong lumalabag sa batas online ay tinatawag na Cybercrime Prevention Act. Okay, ang gagaling. Ang tamang sagot sa item 131 is of course number 3, Cybercrime Prevention Act. Okay, I hope malinaw. So let's proceed to item 132. Okay, 132. Section 8 of the state policy states that the Philippines, consistent with the national interest, adopts and pursues a policy of freedom from what type of weapons in its territory. Again, ulitin natin. Ang Section 8 po ng state policies nagsasaad ng Pilipinas consistent with the national interest, adopts and pursues a policy of freedom sa anong uri po ng weapon sa loob ng ating national territory. Is it number 1, biological weapons? Number 2, nuclear weapons? Number 3, chemical weapons? Or number 4, weapons of mass destruction? Which one is it? Ang bilis. Okay, so karamihan po, ang sagot ay number 2, nuclear weapons. Meron akong nakikitang number 4, weapons of mass destruction. Okay, to answer that, according to Article 2 or the Declaration of Principles and State Policies, sa Section 8 nakasaad po dito that the Philippines, consistent with the national interest, adopts and pursues a policy of freedom from nuclear weapons in its territory. Okay, dapat po ay hindi po natin i-allow ang kahit anong nuclear weapon sa loob ng ating teritoryo. Okay, so malinaw, ang sagot po natin sa item number 132 ay walang iba kundi ang nuclear weapons, that is number 2. Okay. Very good. Number 2 po ang ating sagot sa item 132, nuclear weapons. Hindi po biological weapons, hindi rin po chemical weapons, and hindi rin po weapons of mass destruction. Okay, so now let's proceed to item 133. The Committee on Awards to Outstanding Public Officials is headed by the Chairman of the Civil Service Commission, and who else? Again, ang Committee on Awards to Outstanding Public Officials ay pinangunahan ng Chairman ng Civil Service Commission at sino pa? Okay? Sino pa? Is it number 1, Sandigan Bayan? Number 2, Ombudsman? Number 3, Solicitor General? Or number 4, DILG Secretary? Okay, I can see number 4. Meron din akong nakikita ang number 2. Okay, so nahati ang sagot ng ating mga kaguro between number 2 and number 4. Alin kaya dito ang tamang sagot? Okay, for us to know the answer, let us first have this. Okay? Meron pa tayong tinatawag na Committee on Awards to Outstanding Public Officials and Employees. Ito po ay binubuo o pinapangunahan ng Ombudsman kasama ang Chairman ng Civil Service Commission bilang mga co-chairman at ang isa pa po ay ang Chairman of Commission on Audit. Okay? And of course, meron tayong dalawang government employee to be appointed by the President. Pero yung co-chairman po natin is dalawa lang po. It is the Chairman of the Civil Service Commission and the Ombudsman. Okay, ang Ombudsman po, ito din po ay yung tinatawag na tanod bayan ng Pilipinas. Okay, number two, it is their task to identify those public officials and employee who have done good in service with the following criteria. Meron po tayong criteria na naging basihan para tayo ay hirangin bilang outstanding public officials and employee. Okay, una po ay yung years of service and the quality of service. Number two, we have the consistency of performance. Number three, we have the obscurity of position. Number four, the level of salary. Number four, we have unique and exemplary of a certain achievement. And number six, we have risk, temptation, inherent in the work. So meron po tayo ditong 6 na criteria para maging basihan upang hirangin bilang isang outstanding public officials and employees ang isang civil servant. Okay, so malinaw po ang ating sagot sa item 133 ay walang iba kundi ang ombudsman o yung tanod bayan ng Pilipinas. Okay, this is ombudsman. Okay, very good. Number 2, meron sagot. Number 2. Number 134, okay, block shall continue to exist and cooperate until it is converted into a regular province. Again, converted until it is converted into a regular province or until its component municipalities are reverted to the mother province. Anong tawag dito? Okay? Is it number 1, a charter city? Number 2, a sub-province. Number 3, an autonomous region. Number 4, a transitory province. Okay, which one is it? Okay, I can see number 3. Number 3, number 2. Pinahati ulit yung sagot ng ating mga kagulang. Alin kayo dito ang ating tamang sagot? Okay. Nakasaad po sa Article 18 ng ating Philippine Constitution o yung tinatawag na transitory provisions, nakasaad sa Section 9 na ang sub-province shall continue to exist and operate until it is converted into a regular province or until its component municipalities are reverted to the mother province. Okay, halimbawa po ng sub-province is dati pong sub-province ng Iloilo ang Guimaras. Okay, meaning to say, ang Guimaras ay dating sub-province ng Iloilo. Yung Iloilo po is the mother province. But later on, it was 1966, if I was not mistaken, 1966 nang naging province na mismo yung Guimaras. So sub-province po ang tawag sa tawag natin dito. Okay, sub-province. Okay, so meaning to say, our answer for item number 134 is number 2, sub-province. Okay, marami pa rin nakatama. Very good. Okay, number 2, sub-province. Very good. Okay, now let's proceed to item number 135. Nakakasunod pa po ba? Okay, I guess. All persons except those charged with offenses punishable by blank when evidence of guilt is strong shall before conviction be bailable by sufficient sureties or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. Again, lahat daw, alin daw pong parusa or punishment ang hindi bailable or hindi maaaring makapiyansa o hindi pwede makapiyansa. Ano daw kaparusahan? Okay, is it number 1, capital punishment? Number 2, reclusion perpetua. Number 3, Philippine law. Number 4, more than 10 years. Okay? Okay, so very good. I can see. Okay, mostly, yung mga sagot po natin is number 2, reclusion perpetua. Okay, so ang bail may be matter of right or judicial discretion. Okay, meron pong karapatan din ang mga nasasakdal na magpiyansa. Okay, ibig sabihin ng bill is piyansa. Under Section 13 ng Article 3, ang Article 3 po is our Bill of Rights. So sa Section 13 ng Bill of Rights, ang lahat daw ng tao ay maaaring pahintulutan na magpiyansa. I mean, lahat daw ng nasasakdal ay pwedeng pahintulutang magpiyansa as a matter of right bilang karapatan nila, maliban lang doon sa may parusang ang kanilang krimen na nagawa ay may parusang reclusion perpetua. Okay? Hindi po ito allowed na magpiyansa. Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng reclusion perpetua? Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng reclusion perpetua? Pag sinabi po natin reclusion perpetua, ito po yung habang buhay na pagkakabilanggo. Ano bang mga crimes? Ano bang mga habang buhay na pagkakakulong? Very good, Sir JC. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng reclusion perpetua is habang buhay na pagkakakulong. In English, okay, very good, Ma'am Roseanne, lifetime imprisonment. Ano bang mga crimes? Very good. Okay, ang ating mga kiniconsider na mga crimes na punishable by reclusion perpetua are those heinous crimes. Ano bang halimbawa nito? Rape, murder, okay, ano pa? Okay, mga heinous crimes. Very good, Sir JC. Okay. Ito yung mga halimbawa ng mga crimes na maaaring maparusahan kung mapatunayan, maaaring maparusahan ng reclusion perpetua or habang buhay na pagkakabilanggo. So malinaw, ang ating sagot for item 135 ay number 2, reclusion perpetua. Now let's proceed to item number 136. Only Filipino citizens or corporations or associations at least blank per centum of the capital of which is owned by such citizens shall be allowed to engage in the advertising industry. How many percent? Ilang percent po ang kailangang pagmamayari ng isang Filipino citizens or mamamayang Pilipino? Is it number 1, 60, number 2, 70, number 3, 50, or number 4, 40? Okay, so for example, hindi po natin alam ang sagot o wala po tayong ideya regarding this, pwede po tayo mag-eliminate ng choices. Okay, para mas mabawasan ang ating chances na magkamali. Okay? So since ang priority ng ating constitution of course is our Filipino citizens, dapat mas lamang ang Filipino citizens kumpara natin sa foreigners or sa foreigners or sa foreign nationals. Okay, of course, our answer here will be bawasan natin by eliminating. Okay, eliminate natin yung mas mababang porsyento, eliminate natin yung 40 and yung 50. Okay, hindi po pwede na pareho lang and hindi rin po pwede na mas mababa yung porsyento ng Pilipino or ng mamamayang Pilipino. Okay, so it's either 60 or 70. Ano yung sagot natin for this item, number 136? Okay, I can see 1 and 2. Okay, ito rin naman yung natira sa ating pagpipilian. Okay, for us to know this, nakasaad sa Article 16 ng ating Constitution or the General Provision sa Section 11 nakasaad na ang ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to citizens of the Philippines or to corporations, cooperatives, or associations wholly owned and managed by such citizens. Okay, only Filipino citizens or corporations or associations at least 70% of the capital of which is owned by such citizens shall be allowed to engage in the advertising industry. Okay, so mas lamang ang Pilipino, okay, 70% po. Okay, this is the minimum percentum. At least 70% ang dapat pagmamayari ng Pinoy o ng Pilipino. Okay. So, malinaw, ang sagot po natin for this item is of course number 2, 70. Again, minimum or at least 70% to. Okay, so our answer here is number 2, 70. Now, let's proceed to item number 137. Which of the following bills do not originate from the House of Representatives? Aling batas ang hindi po nagmumula sa House of Representatives? Okay, so again, use this keyword, do not. Okay, ang hindi. Is it number 1, appropriation bills? Number 2, revenue of tariffs or tariff bills? Number 3, amnesty? Or number 4, private business? Okay, which one is it? I can see 2, 3, 4. Okay, alin kaya? Is it 2, 3, or 4? Alin ang hindi nagmumula or hindi nag-originate sa House of Representatives? So kung iisa-isahin po natin, okay, madali lang pong matukoy ang tamang sagot. As long as we know kung saan nanggagaling ang bawat batas or bills na nakasaad sa ating choices. Okay. So pag sinabi nating appropriation bills, revenue or tariff bills, private business, okay, nakasaad po sa Article 6 ng ating Philippine Constitution or the Legislative Department. Sa Section 24 po, nakasaad dito na lahat ng appropriation, lahat ng revenue or tariff bills, again, appropriation, revenue or tariff bills, okay, ang authorizing increase of the public debt, bills of local application and private bills, so private bills or private businesses, shall originate exclusively in the House of Representatives. But the Senate may propose or concur with amendments. Okay, so malinaw? Okay, ang appropriation bills, ang revenue or tariff bills, ang private business, lahat po ng ito ay nag-originate exclusively sa House of Representatives. Ano ba yung tinatawag nating amnesty? Okay. Okay, so congratulations, Ma'am Tess Santiago. LPT na si Ma'am. Okay, so congrats po. Okay, so ang tinatawag po nating amnesty, ito po yung kapangyarihan ng presidente, ng Pangulo, na mag-pardon or magpalaya ng isang someone na convicted sa certain offense. So meaning, amnesty ay hindi po nanggagaling sa House of Representatives. Ito po ay isa sa mga kapangyarihan, power ng ating executive department or executive branch, which is the president. So that's why hindi po siya kabilang sa mga bills na nag-originate sa House of Representatives. Okay? Kasi hindi naman po talaga ito part ng power or ng duties ng House of Representatives. This is for the president po. I hope malinaw. Okay. Very good. Okay, now let's proceed. Our answer here is number 3, amnesty. Okay. Now let's proceed to item 138. Relatives refers to all persons related to a public official up to what degree of consanguinity? Again, relatives refers to all persons related to